I've been waiting for this persimmon to ripen for like, okay, it's been like a day. But still, that's a really long time for someone who's impatient about fruit ripening. It's like it's getting there, but it's not quite there. So guess we'll keep waiting. Anyways, hey guys, it's Anthony, Falafel for Life here. And I just want to let you know, give you a heads up that today's video is going to be on the longer side. But that's because I got a comment in a recent video that was asking me about my vegan journey. How I went vegan, why I'm vegan, all that sort of thing. So I figured I would answer that today. So I guess I could start out by letting you know that my family is predominantly Jamaican, and Jamaican culture, meat is at the center of it. We have curry goat and oxtail and pig's feet and chicken and just all sorts of meat at the head of every meal. And so in my childhood it was considered the norm to eat meat and to do the whole omnivore sort of thing, and I never really questioned it. Basically had blinders on as far as anything other than meat eating went, and basically up until high school that was the case. I think until my second or third year of high school, where I had some kind of roast beef something or other. And I remember looking at it, and I could see quite clearly there were like veins kind of going through it, and it was kind of undercooked. So I saw that kind of pinkish, red veins kind of thing, and yeah, that was a little jarring to me, and so from then on I decided, I wouldn't eat any kind of meat, but not really for the ethical side of it, but just because it looked friggin' gross. And from then on, yeah, meat wasn't on my plate because it just looked gross, and that kind of carried up through high school. And then I had like a couple of slip ups during the summers, and I think that's again because I wasn't really connected with it. So yeah, I had a couple slip ups in the summers, and then when I came to college in my first year, I was lucky enough to have a really great big circle of friends in my freshman year, and a lot of them were vegetarian, and I was thinking like, cool, okay, yeah, I can hit back onto the vegetarian thing. This will be great, and so I did. And I remember asking one of them, so why are you vegetarian? Like, what's your deal? You think meat's gross too? And she actually said no. She said that she was vegetarian because she didn't want another animal to die for her meal. And that was like a huge moment for me because up until then no one had really kind of made that moral ethical connection to it. It was just like, oh, we eat meat because animals were put here for us to eat them, and I accepted that for the most part. I didn't really question it. And then here I had someone telling me, oh, well, actually, I don't eat it because animals suffer and die for it, and I'm not cool with that. So then she showed me the documentary Food Inc. I think it came out in like I don't even remember, like the 2000s, 2006, 2006 maybe. And yeah, I watched that. I don't really remember it too well now, but I just do remember that it jarred me up quite a bit. And from then on, I was pretty firmly convinced that I would be a staunch vegetarian. And so I was pretty serious about it, for a while. And then I had a pretty big slip up in the form of a cheeseburger, a bacon cheeseburger from Five Guys. I'm not really proudest of that, but that is what happened. That is how I broke my vegetarianism. And after that, I kind of just ate meat as per was the status quo, and didn't really question anything beyond that. I kind of just kind of given up, because I think at the time, honestly, and it hurts me to say this now, it wasn't important to me. It wasn't something that was important to me. Until that is, I started following a vegan blog on Tumblr that I didn't know was a vegan blog. Until they started, posting as vegan Tumblrs do, posting, stuff about veganism. And, oh man, I just remember feeling like the most immense sort of guilt that I've ever felt in my life, because they would post, pictures of veal calves, who were locked in these tiny crates so that they, they can't move, and chicken, who are considered, what's considered free range, can't, spread their wings or really turn around or anything. The pigs in gestation crates, I mean, just the whole gambit, I saw it all. And that really got me thinking, well, not even thinking really, but that just made me really freaking guilty, like, how am I contributing to this? Like, this is terrible. And so then I remember one day she posted a link to Earthlings, and I was like, oh, there's a picture of an Earth, like, this could be some cool, like, Disney Planet Earth thing, and oh boy, little did I know. But I did watch it anyway, and, oh man, I mean, I could do a whole separate video on how much this documentary means to me. But it did show me, I mean, like, on every level, how much we use, and I should say abuse, animals. That we don't even see them as beings, we see them as commodities. I mean, I had kind of known about the whole meat slaughterhouse thing, but I didn't even give a second thought to how we use them for entertainment, how much we've used them for animal testing, the issues with breeding and puppy mills. Like, I had no idea how much, unfortunately, animal abuse is interconnected, but Earthlings did open my eyes to that. Opened my eyes to the dairy industry. I'd never given a second thought as to, like, why are we drinking cow's milk, something that is designed to turn a 400 pound, calf into a full cow. Why, like, what's up with that? Why are we eating a hen's period? Because that's what it is. Why are we eating, bee vomit and basically taking away what is their food source for the winter? Why are we doing that? Why are we wearing leather, wearing rotting, what would be a rotting animal skin as shoes when cows are, marched to their deaths for it? Why are we wearing fur? Why are we using cosmetics that require animals to be sprayed with the same cosmetics? Like, why are we contributing to all of this? It really, like, it hurts me now to know that, it really does. And so after I saw Earthlings, my mind was made up, and especially after I looked up the definition of veganism, which is that, vegans do not, to the highest degree that they can, they do not use or exploit animals or animal byproducts or animal products. That is, we don't see animals as commodities. We see them as fellow beings, and we treat them with the respect that they deserve as fellow inhabitants of this earth. At least that's how I see it. And so after that, I emptied my cabinets full of pretty much everything I reasonably could to do with cosmetics, and then went to the pantry and got everything out to donate to to shelters and to food banks. And then I got all my meat out of the freezer and gave it away to friends, and, like, that was it. I went vegan overnight because I knew that I wouldn't be able to sleep that night if I didn't do otherwise. Yeah. So that's basically the gist of my vegan journey, and As should be clear, I think from my explanations, that I am definitely vegan for ethical reasons. And I should say that I personally believe that you can't be vegan for any other reason, that the animals come above everything else. Yes, I've experienced amazing health benefits. Yes, I know that I'm really helping the environment by going vegan. And I think you should also check out the documentary Cowspiracy for that. I'll leave a link to that below. Great documentary. But yeah, I mean, I know that the health and the environmental benefits are fantastic. But for me, above all, regardless of these benefits, in my heart, I know I would have gone vegan anyway. Because I'm vegan, because I realize that, animals should not be seen as commodities, that they should be seen. Oh, sorry. Using my phone here, and it's like, yeah. Um, that, animals should be seen as fellow inhabitants of this earth, and that they deserve the same respect that, any other being would. So that's how I see it. A few of you might be wondering what happened after I went vegan overnight, and I basically lived off of spaghetti and spaghetti sauce for that first week because me being the stubborn person that I am, didn't want to do any research on, what exactly vegans eat and how to really go about it. So don't do what I did. Do your research. There are a ton of awesome vegan blogs out there. Specifically, I swear Tumblr. If you type in like vegan eats, vegan food, stuff like that, you can find like millions and millions of recipes or just like grocery lists, breakdowns of, basic vegan nutrition, that sort of thing. So do that. Don't do what I did. Um, Definitely make sure that if you're gonna transition to veganism, that you do it the right way. But that being said, after I kind of got a handle on the whole vegan food thing, it really opened up like an entirely new avenue for me. And I know it's been said, dozens of times, but I'll say it again. I don't think veganism is really about giving anything up. I think veganism is simply about when you realize and stop taking what is not yours and what was never really yours to begin with, meat, dairy, and eggs, and the plethora of animal products that we somehow seem to think we still deserve and need to use. Those were never yours to begin with. You're taking these things from unwilling beings, non-compliant, non-consenting beings, and once you realize that, you realize you've just stopped taking what was never yours. So, anyways, once I realized that, it did open up like this whole new avenue for me. I mean, I didn't know what avocados were before I went vegan. Seriously, I didn't know what avocados were. Dates. I recently got into dates. I love Medjools and Deglet Noors. If you guys have any honey dates, please send them my way because I really want to try some. Oh my gosh, what else? I mean, I guess I didn't really know how to cook my own food. Oh, that's such a huge thing. I wanted to get into the more whole foods kind of thing, so I started learning to cook my own food, and now I'm doing curries and soups and, oh my gosh, just so much. And there are vegan alternatives out there. I'm sure you guys know Tofurkey. Um, Everyone hopefully knows Tofurkey. But there are dozens more. There's Tofuti, there's Daya or Daya, however you guys say it. Seriously, guys, there's so much out there now that I really can honestly tell you I don't feel like I'm missing anything, and that's even saying that I do a Whole Foods diet now. But if I wanted to get my meat substitutes, my dairy substitutes, even like egg substitutes, it can be done. So yeah, I've never been happier with this choice, and I get happier about it every single day. Just knowing that I'm doing the best I can for the people and for the planet, and of course for the animals. Um, that's why I'm vegan. It's why I'm gonna stay vegan. It's why I will always be vegan. Um, because there's too much at stake here, and if there's anything I can do to make our planet a better place, I'm gonna do that. But seriously, let me know what you guys think. I want to hear your vegan stories. I want to hear more about what veganism means to you. I want to hear how you define veganism. Um, I guess yeah, just let me know your thoughts. I really want to keep this conversation going. I know this video is a little on the longer side, so thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Hopefully you did, and definitely subscribe. And do tell your friends about veganism. Spread the vegan message because we need more vegans out there. So yeah, guys, I'll see you in a future video. Bye. I really hope this is worth it.